Hello and welcome to day 3 of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic. I'm Silkaitis. Alongside me is Ryan Byrne, and today we got a matchup between the Yorkville Foxes and the Highland Park Giants. A couple of players here for us to look out for. Ryan, take it away.
Yeah, on the Highland Park side, we have Gray Cantor. He has been an absolute beast, probably the best shooter of the tournament so far, averaging 23 points on an impressive 46% from the field. And on the other side, Braden Porter has been having consistent scoring for the Yorkville Foxes. He's been averaging 13.5 points on an impressive 44% himself.
And as soon as we get underway, a jump ball, which I believe will just be a re-jump as there's no possession arrow.
Yeah, I don't remember the last time I saw that. Jump ball on a jump ball.
Yeah, definitely something new. And a re-jump, and Highland Park is going to win this one. Highland Park trying to get things going here early. A drive inside, kick out to the corner. Here's Blitz with it. Blitz getting the ball over to Mincer. DiMatturo trying to feed down low to Cantor. That one gets stolen away. Driving down the other way, Vince Earl taking it coast to coast. That one won't go. It will be a blocking foul called. So Earl will go to the line here for 2.
I like that. Yorkville attacking quick right away after that rebound. Able to draw a foul, get into the line quick.
Both these teams come into this game 0-2 in the tournament, but both teams playing in 2 really close matchups. We saw Highland Park almost take out the #1 overall seed day 1 in St. Ignatius behind a Cantor 30 bomb, where I believe he had 5 3-pointers in that game. It was just, he was being face guarded the entire way up and down the floor. So yeah, Yorkville's going to have to do a good job of containing him here today.
So that's what teams have been doing against him both games so far. They just have to face guard him every time, even off the ball.
Cantor with it, moving up the floor, working on Jaxis. Moves to his right, gets Jaxis falling, ball to the corner now. Swung back up top. Ball's with Mincer. Mincer gets this one over to DiMatturo. Now back out, a 3-ball. That one's going to be long. A rebound here by Earl.
You can already see the effect of Cantor. They have their best defender in Joey Jaxis guarding him, who's 6'8". Instead of having him in the paint, they've got him on the perimeter following Gray Cantor the entire game.
Earl with the ball up top. Swings it over to the right wing. Back up top. Sanders driving. Thought about the shot. Kick it back out to Earl. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. A drive inside, kick back out. Now to the corner, Jaxis, pump fake, drives in, gets fouled, and he'll go to the line here for 2 shots.
That's one thing Jaxis is very good at, getting physical in the paint. Well, he also has a 3-point shot that's very scary on the outside.
Yeah, a little bit of a tough go at it for him so far in this tournament. We know what he's normally capable of, but just shooting 16% from the floor overall and 10% from behind the 3-point line as he had a rough outing in his first game, going 0 for 10 from the field.
Absolutely. He's been able to stay consistent on the defensive end, still averaging around 10 rebounds. And he's always been a good defender, but he's definitely got to figure out that offense if Yorkville wants to go anywhere else.
Yeah, he is able to knock down the first of 2 free throws, however. Misses the second. And a rebound by Mincer. Now over to Cantor. Cantor trying to work around Pavlik. Gives this ball up. DiMatturo. Azurski trying to drive inside on Jackson, has to take it back outside. Here's Mincer. Ball's back up top now. Both teams playing great defense early on in this game. Here's Mincer driving inside, trying to get it off to Cantor. Can't. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Mincer's going to have to shoot one up. That one's off the front of the rim. Won't go, and a rebound here from Yorkville.
Yeah, and Highland Park really struggling to find any good shots early in this game.
Jackson almost gets that one taken away. That ball is loose. We said last touch there.
Looks like it's going
by
to be Yorkville
David
ball.
Isaacson. Gonna be last off his knee, so Yorkville will get the ball. 5:37 remaining in the first quarter.
Yorkville also playing without their leading scorer in the first game, Graham Martison. He has been absent in the second game and this game. So they're going to have to find some more scoring from other players.
Pavlik moving the ball around. Jackson has it over on the right wing. Drives baseline, trying to get inside. He does. A floater at the shot clock expires is no good, but a rebound by Earl. And Earl is going to be called a jump ball. Earl was looking for a foul, but that ball will stay here with Yorkville with the possession arrow in their favor.
Yorkville has played a very impressive game so far. It looks like they've been able to handle Highland Park pretty well so far. Which we couldn't even say about St. Ignatius.
Ball's inbounded, but instantly stolen. Moving the ball the other way. A three in transition from the wing. That one won't go for Cantor. Yorkville able to recover. Here's Sanders. Swing pass over to the wing. Ball back up now to Sanders up top. Sanders trying to make something happen. Over to Earl. Back to Sanders now, who will step into a three-pointer. That one won't go. Fighting for the rebound. It will be grabbed by Yorkville, and a foul is called as Nate Cuban was trying to grab the rebound. Foul will be on the ground.
Yeah, the size advantage of Yorkville definitely playing a factor in that one right there. It's really going to be tough for Highland Park to get rebounds.
They inbound up to Sanders, quickly get it over to Earl. Earl drives inside. That one's up off the glass and good.
Creative finish there by Earl, cutting to the paint, hanging in the air and getting the basket off the glass.
Highland Park really struggling right now. 4:20 remaining left in the quarter without a point on the scoreboard. Down 5-0. A three ball from Cantor. There it is.
That's opened him up there. Great Cantor once again hitting his three.
Greg Cantor able to get a second shot attempt to fall, getting Highland Park their first points of this game. Sanders is going to swing this one over. Ball now in the corner. Ajax's three. That one's going to be off the back iron. No good. Cantor grabs the rebound, pushing it in transition. Passes this one up. Trying to go inside. A tough fall-away floater. That one will not go for Mincer. Yorkville's going to slow this one down as they do not have numbers.
Looks like he switched his decision from pass to shoot last second there. Wasn't really even looking at the basket. Hard to get a shot. Good shot there.
It's going to be a jump ball called. Ball will be going with Highland Park. And Ryan, we were talking about Braden Porter before the game, but we see him in uniform, but all the way down at the end of the bench. Typically their number one option.
Yeah,
so you have to wonder maybe what's going on over there on that sideline.
Yeah, nothing medical noticeable for us, but that is going to really hurt, especially with Morrison out. So both the top scorers for Yorkville sitting out this game. They're really going to have to find something.
Good ball movement here from Yorkville this time around. Jaxtis almost going to lose it. Last touched by Mincer. He'll stay here with Yorkville. 2:54 remaining here in the first quarter. Jaxtis goes up off the inbound, no good. Ball fighting for it on the ground. Mincer's got his hands on it. Still fighting for it on the ground. Another jump ball is going to be called as both Frankie Pavlik gets tied up down low with number 10, David Isaacson. So it will stay here with Yorkville, and they'll get another go at the inbounds play.
Yeah, Highland Park has been very aggressive. The jump balls are going to be the key for them because they are not going to be able to easily get rebounds. So they're going to have to force a lot of jump balls today.
They get into Pavlik. Pavlik to the corner. 10 seconds remain on the shot clock. Here's Earl to the corner to Jaxtis. All gets swung around. An open three now. That one's off the back iron, no good. An offensive rebound from Jaxtis. He won't get it. On the second attempt, and he will be fouled. And Joey Jaxtis will go to the line here for two.
And even then, two missed shots on that possession for Jaxtis, but still making an impact, getting the offensive rebound and getting himself to the line.
Yorkville really struggling from behind the arc right now. Have not been able to connect on one. Currently 0 for 4. Jack just does knock down the first of two.
That's one thing he's been pretty consistent at. He is shooting over 70% from the line this tournament, so he has been able to hit his free throws, but just not really able to get the field goals to go.
Second one is good for Jaxis as well, increasing their lead to 4. 2:29 left in the quarter. Mincer moves the ball up into the corner. Here's Baum. Grossman trying to go around Jaxis. A big mismatch. Picks it back into the corner. Gets it down low to Mincer. Makes an extra pass. Couldn't hold on to it cleanly. Was Grossman. Mincer to the corner. A dribble drive. Trying to get the step through. A deep three from the right wing. That one won't go. Fighting for a rebound. A foul is going to be called as Jaxis and Mincer were tied up down low. Mincer got the rebound and the shot up, so it will be a shooting foul. That'll be Jaxis' first foul.
Yeah, very impressive there from the 6'1" Evan Mincer to fully box out the 6'8" Joey Jaxis to get the rebound and get the foul. Evan Mincer also a big part of this Highland Park offense, averaging 15 points this tournament, and he has had a quiet start with 0 points through this first quarter.
Yeah, wasn't able to knock down the first of 2 free throws, but it's really just been a nice 1-2 punch between Evan Mincer and Greg Cantor. When Cantor's been face guard, it's been allowing Mincer to get more open looks, a lot more one-on-one coverages as they're so focused on stopping Cantor. Ball swung around. That's a 3 ball. It's going to be blocked. Sanders could not get that one up cleanly. Highland Park coming down the other way. Here's Mincer. Mincer finds Cantor, trying to get around Jaxis. Kicking back outside. Here's Grossman. Jaxis guarding Cantor. Cantor trying to make some magic work, and that's going to be a foul called on Joey Jaxis.
That'll be Jaxis' second as well. It's going to be interesting. It looks like he will stay in the game, though.
Yeah, without Porter, they really need Jaxis out there, so he's going to have to be careful the rest of the way. An inbound down low. Mincer gets that one stripped. Sanders now pushing the fast break. A 2-on-1. Grossman trying to come from behind. He certainly made something happen there. Up the ball, up the court. Blocked! Glass clean by Joey Jaxis.
And there's where Jaxis comes in defensively, just absolutely swatting that away.
A huge play from Joey Jaxis, but that one gets stripped away. Going the other way now is Grossman. Grossman loses that one off his left foot, and a turnover from Highland Park.
This game is getting a little sloppy here. And now we do see Jaxis come out of the game with those 2 fouls. And for him, in comes Zach Rosijeka.
Under a minute left to play in the quarter. Earl has the ball in the corner. Up to Sanders now, top of the key. Passes one in to Alan Flint, who just recently checked into the game. Ball in the corner. Sanders a look from deep. Once again, he can't connect from behind the arc. Slowing things down. Evan Mincer, shot clock is turned off. 20 seconds remain left in the first. Grossman guarded tightly by Earl. A swing pass over. Here's Zach Baum. Baum going to try to get things going now. 5 seconds. Baum goes behind the back. Not a lot of time. Grossman, a tough left-handed attempt on target, but short. So that will do it for the end of the first quarter. A 3-point lead, a very low-scoring affair that sees Yorkville out in front of Highland Park.
Yeah, and I think three-point shooting has definitely been the story of this game. Both teams are utilize their three-point shooting very well, and both of them have been struggling immensely from the outside the arc.
Yeah, a lot of clean looks, but not a lot of shots to go in. And with that, we will step away here shortly. You're watching the 51st Annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic here on York Sports Network. Hello and welcome back to second quarter action here between the Highland Park Giants and the Yorkville Foxes. Highland Park will get ball first, but currently trail by a score of 7-4. A very low-scoring, tough shooting first quarter for both teams. Baum trying to make something happen over on the wing. Over to Grossman, guarded closely here by Cuban. Grossman driving inside, kick out to the corner. A three from Baum. That one won't go. A rebound from Yorkville.
How impressive is this defense from Yorkville, preventing a touch from Mincer and Cantor on both of the last two possessions?
Here's Sanders trying to make a play. Gets the ball over to Flint. Flint's going to slow things down. Trying to drive around Grossman. Gets it inside. Back out to Flint. Had a shot, decided not to take it. Here's Sanders. Inside. Back out. Flint to the corner. Driving baseline. Says they're going to be stepping out of bounds. Flint's left foot hit the baseline. And that's going to be a turnover as we see a substitution here. Earl checks out of the game for the first time. And in comes a Turs. Grossman gets the ball down and low.
Now with the switch from Jaxis to Flint, a big height difference in matchup, and Cantor will try to take advantage of this.
He gets a good look, just a little bit long. A foul called on Grossman as Flint was trying to bring the ball up the floor.
I mean, that's the shot you want. You got the five-inch height advantage. Just want to take advantage of that and just unable to capitalize on the midi.
Flint now bringing up the ball here for Yorkville. Here's a Turs. A Turs swings the ball over. Flint has it up top. Picks up his dribble, but into the corner. Another three ball from Sanders. Another miss from Sanders. A rebound by Cantor. Cantor goes behind his back. A great move all the way to the cup. Can't get it to go, but a foul is called on Flint. And he'll go to the line here for two shots.
And just to cover on these baskets today, nothing is going into the cup. But Cantor will get his chance to get his points at the line, luckily.
Yeah, really tough shooting performance so far for Gabe Sanders. He's 0 for 5 from behind the three-point line.
It's a perfect representation of how this game has gone.
Cantor gets the first of two. Believe it or not, he is currently our leading scorer for both teams with 4 points. We're used to saying his name as a leading scorer, but
more in the 15-point range at this point in the game.
In both of the last two games of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic, he has had double-digit points in the first quarter. Just 2 points in the first quarter. Jaxis comes in off the bench, and a nice putback shot there from him.
There's Jaxis. Those 10 rebounds he's averaging is huge for the Foxes, especially with a guy like Porter sitting out.
Here's Cantor trying to go around Flint. Goes left, and a foul called on Flint. That's going to be his second quick foul, so both now Flint and Jaxis with 2 in the second quarter.
That's going to be interesting. You're going to have to switch up matchups here. Or they're going to keep Flint on Cantor, risking that third foul.
This ball's been inbounded. Cantor gets quickly doubled. Here's Baum. Baum, a backdoor pass. Inside to Mincer. Mincer can't get it to go. Jaxis grabs the rebound.
Once again, just great positioning, just unable to get an easy bucket to go.
Jaxis almost loses it, but Flint's able to rally back to the ball and get it. Another ball loose on the floor. Picked it from Highland Park. An accidental whistle called by the referee. He's currently apologizing.
Yeah,
We get it. Looked like it was about to be a jump ball.
Yeah, I don't mind that inadvertent whistle. I would have gotten a little antsy there too.
Zach Baum being picked up before the half-court line, trying to get it across. He does! Puts him on skates! Beautiful move from Baum.
Got to finish the clip.
Mincer passes it back up top, driving inside. Trying to work around Jaxis. A baseline drive, kick back out. A three from Baum now. No good. Could not get it. A nice box out from Jackson's. Ball picked up here by Yorkville.
Once again, we are still without a 3 since that cancer one early in the first quarter.
Flint will check out. We'll bring back in Sanders. Sanders moves the ball over to Pavlik. Back to Sanders now. Pavlik swings it over. Aturs. Aturs over in the corner. Has to dish it back out as he was being double teamed. Good defensive pressure here from Highland Park, and they get a steal. Going back down the other way is Mincer. Mincer kicks it back outside. Here's Baum. Baum hands this one off. Stevens, a nice pass down low to Mincer. Kick back out, good ball movement. A dribble drive and a pass to the referee. That one will go out of bounds.
I mean, he was open. He definitely was open, but just not on the right team.
If he was able to, I'm sure he would have picked that ball up and splashed home a 3.
Yeah.
Ending this cold spell.
Oh, I know he was hooping back in the day.
100%. Pavlik has the ball up near half court. Swings the ball over to Sanders. Camacho in the game for the first time. He's in the corner, tries driving to his left. Can't, has to get it back out to Sanders. Shot clock now down to 5. Another turnover from Yorkville. Highland Park going down the other way. A deep 3 from Cantor, and he knocks it down.
And that's what he had to do. He just had to take the game into his own hands. Just hits the pull-up 3. It's Jackson.
Oh,
no.
Couldn't get it to go. Fighting for a rebound. Jackson thinks there should have been a foul. But nonetheless, it's going back down the other way. Highland Park driving inside. Stevens takes it to the cup and gets it to go. A big swing from Highland Park, who now takes the lead 11-9.
Yeah, first lead of the game for Highland Park, and that is huge for them as they need to get some momentum as they've been struggling big everywhere on the court.
Sanders, another look from deep. Once again, cannot connect.
His struggles continue. He's usually a pretty decent shooter from outside. He's not getting fazed by the misses. Just like Deion Waiter said, rather go 0 for 30 than 0 for 9. Never stop shooting.
The only way to get out of a cold spell is to shoot your way out of it. And that's certainly what he's trying to do right now.
And we also see, for the first time, Braden Porter finally in this game with 2 minutes and 56 seconds left in the second quarter.
So clearly not an injury problem, just a coach's decision. But with the foul trouble, he will check in. Down low, trying to go up. Rattles around the rim a little bit, but won't go. A trip to the line here for Evan Mincer.
That's one thing Mincer is great at and hasn't been able to really find in this game. He is great at drawing fouls. He had 12 free throw attempts in the last game against Oswego, and this will be 3 and 4 for him today.
He is able to connect on the first of 2.
We also see Cantor check out of the game for the first time.
Able to knock down the second one as well. Porter touches the ball for the first time. Here's Sanders. Kick out. Porter trying to get it down low. That one's a turnover. Going back down the other way is Highland Park once again trying to extend their lead. Here's Mincer over on the wing. Kick back out. A nice play from Porter. Picks it up, moving down the court. Tries to get inside. Earl trying to make a play, and a charge called. Evan Mincer puts his body on the line and gets the charge.
Big time players make big time plays. Yorkville fans clearly not happy about that call.
Yeah, very, very much not so. Highland Park trying to take advantage of the big play from Mincer on the other end. There he is. Minter trying to go to his right. Gets inside, kick back out. A three-point attempt. That one is good. Big three there from Zach Baum, and a timeout called by Yorkville.
Huge. And just like that, big-time swing for Highland Park. 8 points out of nowhere. And Highland Park takes a big-time lead as Yorkville is still stuck behind with less than 10 points. Less than 2 minutes to go in this half.
Largest lead of the day for either team. Highland Park leads by 7, 1:42 remaining in the first half. We're going to step away here. You've been watching the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic on York Sports Network. A 30-second timeout called here from Highland Park as they were trying to check back into the game Greg Cantor.
Yeah, I think it's probably the reason for the timeout. Just try to get him and the rest of this.
57.9 seconds remain here in the first half. A Highland Park 5-point lead, but we'll step away here real quick. You've been watching the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic on York Sports Network. Back now from a timeout. Highland Park trying to extend this lead going into halftime. A foul is called. It will be on Porter. So now he'll pick up his first. 4 of the 5 players in the game currently with a foul, and 2 on the bench with 2.
They've definitely been a big part of this game, and some of the best defenders, Jaxis and Flint, both with 2 fouls. That's going to be the story of the game for Yorkville coming into the second half.
And Flint's currently at the scores table. He will check in after the first free throw. And, of course, the one guy you don't want at the free throw line, and Greg Cantor, who's able to knock down the first of 2, looking to make it double-digit points for him for the 3rd straight game in the first half.
Yeah, he's just as efficient at the free throw line as he is from the three-point line. Shooting a good 85% this tournament.
And he knocks down 2 of 2. 50 seconds left to go. Bringing the ball up the floor is Pavlik. Gets it to Flint. Flint cross-court passes Sanders. Trying to make the defense move. They get it inside. Pavlik tries to get it down low to charge. Another big defensive play there from Highland Park as Zach Baum puts his body on the line this time.
Some big-time calls in the paint on the Highland Park side of the court. Both of them have gone Highland Park's way, and that's a big swing.
Shot clock is turned off for the remainder of the way. Baum gets it past half court. Now into the hands of Cantor, guarded by Porter. The matchup we all wanted to see. Baum now, pump fake. Back to Cantor, a deep 3 from the volleyball line. On target, but short.
Don't mind it from him. He's got the green light.
If he thinks he can make it, then he should probably just be taking it every single time.
If he thinks he can make it, I think he can make it.
Just 11 seconds left. Yorkville trying to cut into this lead. Jaxis going to the basket, kick back out. A three from Sanders, and he finally connects.
There it is. He just needed to get going in the scoring column. And Sanders, oh! I was almost going to have to eat my own words, but Sanders does end the scoring in this half. Does add to the Yorkville only had 2 points in that quarter until that three from Sanders. So all 5 of the points look to come from Sanders.
Yeah, they had a dry spell up until about the 1 minute mark where Sanders, like you mentioned, was able to score all 5. Got that first layup to go. Was 0 for 6 before that last three from behind the three-point line, but gets it to go. So 1 for 7 heading into the half. But a 4-point lead, a very tightly fought battle between these two teams in the first half. So we'll have to see how things play out down the stretch here. But we're going to step away here for halftime. Don't go anywhere. You've been watching the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic right here on York Sports Network. Hello and welcome back for the start of the second half action here between the Yorkville Foxes and the Highland Park Giants. Highland Park with a 4-point lead over Yorkville in the first half. A very defensive-heavy first half for both teams.
Yeah, both teams are going to have to look for more opportunities, both struggling heavily from outside the arc.
Both teams playing a very physical zone defense. Sanders can't get that one to go.
Yeah, Sanders ended the half with a 3. Trying to start this one with a 3, unable to get it together.
All being swung around. Here's Jaxus. Jaxus drives inside. Almost as a foul is called, and that will be an inbounds here for Yorkville.
Once again, reminding you, Jaxus and Flint, both key players for this Yorkville team with 2 fouls. They're going to have to watch that early in this third quarter. They want to be big parts for the rest of this game.
Here's Jaxus driving baseline, kicking back outside Earl. Earl inside to Cuban. Cuban slings ball around. Jaxus a 3 from the corner, knocks it down. Joey Jaxus gets a big 3 from the outside.
Jaxus finally showing us what he can do on the offensive side of the floor.
A 1-point Highland Park lead. Here's Cantor. Up top, going to his right, kicking back outside. Here's Blitz to the corner, a 3-ball. Boom! Is good.
Here we go.
Isaacson gets himself on the board with a 3.
This is what we were waiting on.
A hot start from both teams out of the break from behind the 3-point line. Sanders kicking ball over. Earl drives inside. Goes up strong, can't get it. Offensive rebound, blocked. A huge play there defensively by Evan Mincer. Isaacson driving around Earl to his right. Dribbles back out. Pass over now to Blitz. DiMatturo just dribbling the ball around, trying to get the ball into Mincer's hands, and he does. Mincer moving the ball over now. Here's Isaacson. Isaacson on the left wing, drives inside. He's going to have a good look at it. That one's going to be an air ball, leaves it short. Sanders with the rebound. He's going to slow things down, get the ball over to the hands of Frankie Pavlik. Gets it across half court. Jaxus driving baseline. Trying to kick it to the middle. That one's stolen away from Isaacson. Fighting for the ball. It's going to be a jump ball.
Ooh. Yorkville fans calling for a travel there.
Seems like the Yorkville fans have a lot to say.
Yeah, it seems
been very loud in our ear.
It seems, according to the Yorkville fans, the refs probably been in favor of Highland Park, I'd say. But obviously, that's why the fans don't ref the games. It looks like we're gonna get. It'll be a foul there on Sanders. That's his second. It's got another Yorkville Fox with 2 fouls. Inbounding here. That one out to Dimitru. Back to Cantor. Working inside. Cantor kicks it out. In the corner. Isaacson unable to get that one to go.
Yorkville able to get the rebound, trying to push the ball the other way. Earl gets it inside. A kick out to the corner. Sanders driving in. Back out Earl. Has an open look. Won't take it. Driving baseline now. Jaxus a corner 3. That one's going to be long for an air ball. A rebound by Cantor and a foul called. And this is not good for Highland Park.
Yeah, just.
Great Cantor holding his right leg and hobbling off the floor.
Yeah, it looks like he got his ankle stepped on.
Yeah.
Never want to see that.
Positive, though, that he was able to get off the floor on his own. That's
Definitely
always a good sign.
Yeah. Hopefully, medical personnel can look at him and he'll get back in this game very quick.
Looks like it was possibly his right calf. Highland Park going to have to leave heavily on Mincer. And right as I say that, there he is. A big shot, Evan Mincer. A nice backdoor cut and finish.
Porter back into the game as well. He started this one on the bench just like he started the first half. But we're going to see him earlier.
Jack's just swinging the ball around. Porter to the corner. Here's Earl. Swinging the ball. Here's Jaxis into the corner. Porter. Back to Jaxis to Earl. 5 on the shot clock. Trying to make something happen. Driving baseline. Will be stepping out of bounds.
Yeah, great defense there by Max Stevens, holding the baseline and forcing the out of bounds turnover. Cantor looks to be up and jogging. That's a great sign. Looks like he may return to this game very soon.
He definitely wants to. A big competitor. Wants to do everything he can to help his team out on the floor. So definitely huge for them if he is able to continue. Here's Mincer over on the wing. Driving around to Baum. First time we've seen him in the second half. To Mincer, 5 on the clock. Driving in. A 3. Yeah. That one's going to be short, but doesn't matter. The ball will be going down the other way as there's a travel. One too many steps taken there from David Isaacson.
Here you see Cantor right back into the game, taking out Isaacson. It looks like he's in a little bit of discomfort, but nothing too serious.
Yeah, we can see him kind of stepping on that tippy toe on that right foot. A pass down low, almost goes in. Flint passes back outside. Earl a 3, an air ball, and that will be out of bounds.
Yeah, once again, Yorkville struggling from outside the arc. They started pretty hot and then just hit a cold spell once again. Highland Park just has not really been able to take advantage.
Cantor working on Porter. Going to his left, hands it off to Mincer. DiMatturo. Trying to find a backdoor cut, can't. Ball's being moved around, Stevens. Over to Mincer. Mincer driving inside around Jaxis. Once again, low shot clock, a fadeaway shot. Won't go, Flint with the rebound. Flint pushing the fast break, gets it up to Jaxis. Zaxis, gonna swing over the corner. Porter, an open look from deep. This time will be no good, it's an air ball. A rebound by Baum.
If I'm not mistaken, that's a 3rd straight airball 3-point attempt for Yorkville.
All from that same corner, or 2 of the 3 from that same corner as well. Cantor driving inside, a pull-up. That one's off the front rim, no good, but can't be grabbed by Flint. He's kicking himself there as he wasn't able to hold on to that ball.
I don't mind it, though. I did think Porter got a little piece of that Cantor shot, so Flint just trying to save it and keep it in bounds, unable to, though. This year we will see Baum inbounding.
Stevens gets it over. A nice take there. It's going to be a charge. Could not get the basket to go as Gray Cantor, but it will be going the other way. Another great defensive play on that side of the floor for Yorkville.
Look at that, man. The 5'8" Alan Flint getting in the way of the 6'3" Gray Cantor, putting his body on the line to give his team the possession.
Porter to Sanders. Sanders thought about it. He's going to pull it back out. He's being doubled. Ball over now with Flint. Flint trying to work to his left. Kicks back out to Sanders. Sanders swings it over. Jaxis trying to go baseline. Gets stopped. Inside. Trying to make an extra pass, but a foul is called. That one's going to go on Zach Baum.
Looks like the 5'8" Aaron Flint will be inbounding into Jaxis. A little bit of contact there on the alley-oop attempt. Jaxis will go to line for another 2 free throws.
The clock is still running. Still running. Eventually stops. I think we lost about 8 or 9 seconds. Believe the referee, hopefully the referees, yep, there it is. 7 seconds. Up to 29. Big 2 free throws here from Jaxis. is able to connect on the first of two. Jack's just perfect from the line that time. He is now in double digits himself. Both him and Cantor at 10 apiece. 23-19, a 4-point lead here for Highland Park with 1:20 left to play in the third. Baum driving inside to his left. A quick pull-up and a nice shot there. Nothing but net for Zach Baum.
Very interesting. You never see a possession like that from Highland Park, from a guy like Baum, just taking the ball, hitting the pull-up mini, but I like it. Splash.
They like to be slow, methodical on offense, get the best shot possible. At that time, Baum takes it into his own hands and buries the 15-footer. Ball inside, Jaxis, a nice dump-off pass, and that's going to be a foul called on Baum. A nice play on offense, but a foul called on defense, and going to the line here is Nate Cuban.
This is something I think Yorkville really needs to focus on if they want to get back into this game, is working the ball into the paint. They have such a height advantage, and we could see it on these past two possessions. Getting free throw attempts at the line is huge, especially when you can knock them down.
First one for Cuban does fall. That's what's really been keeping him in this game, is the free throws. Jax has got 6 of his own. And another one there from Cuban. Make that 2 for Cuban. So 8 of the 21 points for Yorkville have come from the free throw line. Zach Baum bringing it up slowly. 45 seconds remain. Here's Mincer over to Baum. Baum slowing things down this time. A nice backdoor cut from Mincer. Gets stopped, back out. Baum steps into a 3. That was good. A big shot there from Zach Baum to extend this lead to 7.
That boy is feeling himself.
2 big shots back-to-back for Zach Baum. Shax is trying to make something happen, loses off his foot, and it's going to be a turnover. Highland Park starting to get into this one. A 7-point lead, causing a turnover, trying to extend it with 18 seconds left here in the third quarter.
And now they will be able to get the last shot of the quarter as well. It's a huge swing of things, so they're just going to put the ball in Baum's hands.
10 seconds. Here's Stevens. Stevens going left, driving inside, kick back out. Mincer, 3 seconds. Mincer has to put one up over Flint. That's going to be short and an air ball, and that's going to do it here at the end of the third quarter. Highland Park is able to increase their lead by 3 to 7, a 28-21 ball game. And Ryan, heading to this fourth quarter, what does Yorkville got to do differently to get back into this game?
They really need to just start using their height advantage more. We saw the rebound difference in the first half. Every single defensive rebound for Highland Park was a struggle. Joey Jaxis especially making every single rebound a fight. And I just haven't really seen that energy in this half so far. We've seen it on the offensive end. They've been working it into the paint, getting free throws, and that's been working for them. But they need to show it back on defense like they did in the first half.
Couldn't agree more there, Ryan. 28-21 Highland Park with a 7-point lead over Yorkville. We're going to step away here. You've been watching the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic right here on York Sports Network. Fourth quarter action about to get underway here in the South Gym at York High School. Yorkville currently trailing by a score of 28-21. Highland Park having some help from Zach Baum there at the end of the third quarter to help extend their lead.
Yeah, Zach Baum's having a good game, almost in double digits himself.
Ball being moved around. Here's Porter. Down low, Jaxis. Kick back out. Porter now. Flint trying to drive inside, gets stopped. Ball trying to be moved down low. A beautiful pass from Flint and a better finish from Nate Cuban.
Flint is just an incredible passer and defender.
Flint averaging just over 3 assists per game as Baum tries to continue that momentum he got in the third quarter here in the fourth. Can't get it to go, and another foul picked up for him. That's going to be Baum's third foul. Sanders, the ball handler, gets it across half court to Porter. Porter moving the ball around. Jackson's down low, trying to make a play. Kick back out, Sanders. Now here to Flint. They get it back inside. Jackson's wide open, trying to pass it back down low to Porter. Porter goes up with a kick, to go, but a beautiful putback from Joey Jackson.
And there it is, that physical, tall offense from Jackson, just able to elevate over top of a player and just put it in easily. That's what that 6'8" frame will do for you.
Now just a one-score game. Mincer inside, picks up his dribble. Baum a three.
Oh!
Baum, Mincer from the outside once again.
Now the leading scorer in the game, Zach Baum, out of nowhere. And he is just taking over this game for Highland Park.
Porter trying to answer back after that last three from Baum. Pass down low, Jackson working on Stevens. A nice move, won't go. Gets his own board. Second attempt won't go as well. And a foul called on Porter.
That one will be Porter's second.
Yorkville foul, 22 Brandon Porter, that's his second, team's first.
Six minutes remain, a 6-point lead for Highland Park.
Once again, the ball in Baum's hands.
Mincer gets it down low, right back out. Baum's gonna come around and pick that ball up. Mincer trying to run the offense. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Kick out, a three ball, Stevens, yes sir! Highland Park is on fire from three right now, dare I say en fuego.
There you say it. They are heating up right now, hitting their last three shots from outside the arc.
A huge swing of momentum and the largest lead of the day for either team as Highland Park leads by 9.
Looks like a foul will be picked up there on Max Stevens. So we'll get an inbound underneath.
A nice right-hand floater, and that one is good. So Yorkville is able to answer back with a floater from Cuban. A tie. Oh,
that's a big,
an offensive foul called on Highland Park.
That'll be Baum's fourth as well, so that's going to be really big for Highland Park. Give him the elbow to the chin.
And he's going to have to go take a seat over on the bench.
Yeah, they're going to need Cancer and Mincer to wake up now.
They pass it in down low. Can't get to go.
Ooh! Braden Porter wanted a little something there.
Almost an absolutely unreal highlight play. Cuban was fouled, though, on his original shot. So once again, he will find himself at the free throw line.
And this is the thing that has kept Yorkville in the game, as we've said, is their consistency on their free throws. They've willed themselves to the line and have converted, which a lot of teams in this tournament have not been able to say.
Yes, a lot of teams struggling from the free throw line in this tournament. Yorkville is not one of them. 10 of their 29 come from the free throw line. Highland Park's lead starting to dwindle a little bit here. A big play from Porter, gets his hand on it, will go out of bounds. And ball will go or stay here with Highland Park.
It's interesting how Highland Park's going to run their offense now. Usually it does go through Cancer and Mincer, but they haven't really been able to get going recently.
Stevens down low to Mincer. Mincer goes up with the right hand. That one's too strong. A rebound there from Pavlik. Pavlik moving the ball up. Jaxis a corner three. Connects! Joey Justice!
And just like that, a 7-point swing in favor of the Foxes.
A 7-0 run for the Foxes. 15 points for Joey Jaxis. He's really taken over this game here late.
Yeah, we were giving him some stuff for shooting splits at the start of the game, but he is showing us what he can do offensively. Absolute beast from outside and absolute beast inside. Can do whatever.
The lead now just cut down to 2.
Cancer giving up those fouls as well. You don't really have a guy you can really put on Jaxis. That's why Highland Park has ran this real switch zone defense.
Yeah, he's got 2 fouls already as well. So that's not helpful for him either. Stevens trying to get the ball down low. That one's tipped away and stolen by Gabe Sanders. Sanders to Jaxis. Jaxis driving inside. Kicks back out. Sanders swings it over to Porter. Porter driving in.
Ooh.
And an offensive foul called. That's going to be on Jaxis. That's going to be his 3rd.
Lucky for Jaxis, very good. He had 2 early fouls, but was able to stay out of foul trouble, so that 3rd foul won't really affect him too much. Looks like Baum also back in the game with his 4 fouls.
Mincer passing the ball over. Mincer gets it back now. Right wing to Baum, who just recently checked back in the game. Swing pass over, a 3-ball. Isaacson, no good. A rebound from Yorkville. Porter trying to bring the ball up now. Here's Porter. Porter moving the ball around. That one's tipped, trying to fight for it. Baum, eventually picked up by Mincer.
Great poke there by Mincer to get the ball back in Highland Park's possession.
Cantor have not said his name in a minute. A nice drop step, and that's going to be a foul called on Porter.
Yeah, it looks like legs got tangled up on that shot. And Cantor will go to line to shoot his 2 free throws. Now we talk about Yorkville being very good from the line, but Highland Park also has their fair share of free throw shooters, including Greg Cantor. So he knocks down his 1st attempt.
At the shooter's touch right there. Nice bounce. Trying to make it a 2-score game, but can't. Porter moving the ball up now. Coming down is Pavlik to Jaxis. Back to Pavlik. Pavlik to the corner. Sanders, a sidestep. Gets it to Porter. Porter shake and bake. Back outside. Sanders, a 3. That one won't go. Jaxis with another rebound. And one! Joey Jaxis with a huge play for Yorkville.
That is what Joey Jaxis offers right there. Big-time offensive rebound, big-time strength, puts it back up, gets the bucket, and has a chance to tie this game up.
And a thing to mention here is that they've really leaned into Jaxis' play today. He's just a sophomore. Plenty of time here for him to develop, and the fact that he's being able to help this team so much just as young as he is just amazing for this Yorkville team, and it shows that they have a very bright future.
I know they don't play the same position, but this is reminding me a little bit of Mike Nee, sophomore in the tournament, as Cantor responds with 3 of his own to make the lead back to a 2-score game.
Cantor has been quiet in the second half, but steps up huge with a big 3 when his team needed it the most. Jaxis a 3 on the other end. That one's short. Another offensive rebound for Yorkville. Won't go. A foul is called. Porter came flying in once again, trying to put that ball back up and in. Frankie Pavlik will be the free throw shooter this time. Down by 4, trying to make it a 1-score game.
Now we're talking about this free throw shooting. These are the biggest ones so far for the Foxes.
First one, no good. Pavlik's really got to lock in here and knock down the second one. Second one is good. So a 3-point ball game with 2:50 remaining in the fourth quarter. Here's Isaacson. Hands this one off. They get the ball in the hands of Cantor, guarded by Porter. Cantor trying to make something happen. Has to swing it back over to Stevens. To the corner, Mincer. Mincer driving around Jaxis. Has to dish it back outside to Isaacson.
And we're going to timeout there from Highland Park, it looks like.
10 seconds remaining on the shot clock, but Yorkville having a great defensive possession when they needed it. Trying to keep it a one-score game for themselves. 2:24 remaining left in the quarter. And we're going to step aside here. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the Jack Tosh Howdy Classic right here on York Sports Network. Back from the timeout now. Highland Park has 10 seconds remaining on the shot clock to get something up. They pass it into Cantor, almost lost. Isaacson able to pick it up though. Baum with 5. Up at half court, trying to make something happen. Over to Mincer. Mincer, no, that's going to be a travel.
Yeah, it's just that shot clock into his head, hesitation there. This high school kid's not really used to it. But
And shot clock is not a part of the current IHSA rules. But for the Jack Tosh, it is in place at 35 seconds. Although next year, starting, IHSA will be implementing the shot clock for all games. Yeah. So kind of a little way for them to preview it here before it becomes a full-time rule.
Yeah, so I'm just going to tip it out of bounds. I think that's a great addition. I think the shot clock really changes the game.
It really prepares them for the next level where they have to get readjusted to the shot clock. As you know, there's a couple teams, won't throw out names, but typically they like to hold the ball the entire game and just waste the clock as soon as they get like a 5-point lead.
I think a majority of fans can agree it's not very fun to watch. As Porter takes a 3.
Won't go. Another offensive rebound though. A foul is called, and if that one's on Cantor, it's going to be his 4th or his 3rd. But I believe they're going to get Jake Grossman. It will be Grossman. That'll be his 2nd. But Yorkville is in the bonus, so that means Nate Cuban will go to the line here for another 2 shots. He's also been to the line a handful of times. He's able to knock down the first, currently 5 of 5 from the free throw line. Zach Baum checking back into the game for Grossman.
I mean, right now, if you just look, you can really see the height difference just by Porter and Jax just standing next to everyone. It's really got to be a big play, especially in a 1-point game.
And the second one was good for Cuban. So just a 1-point Giants lead. A full court press coming out here from Yorkville. He does get the pass in. Mincer with it, guarded by Flint. Flint trying to stay with him the whole full way of the court. Mincer to Cantor. Porter loses them. Picked up now. Porter on Mincer. They're trying to get the ball over to Cantor, but they can't.
Under 90 seconds left in the game.
Isaacson dribbling the ball around. Going inside, running out of time on the clock. Baum, a 3. Yes!
You cannot leave him open.
Zach Baum knocks knocks down his third triple of the half, extending this lead to 4 for Highland Park.
Absolutely huge. I can't believe he was left open, especially with 2 seconds. Ball gets a steal.
Ball with the steal. Trying to drive on Porter's gonna run it back outside. A smart play there from Baum, not wasting the clock. Yorkville needs a stop here, and they cannot foul.
Wow. I mean, Zach Baum, what a game. Big 3 to extend it to 2 scores, and then a steal on the other end. Highland Park is doing a great job at holding possession.
Stevens to Baum. Thought about it, driving inside. A nice pass there, kicking the ball around. Cantor a 3.
Bang!
Yes! Highland Park turns it up from the outside in the last minute. 2 huge threes for the Giants. As Porter drives in and lays it in with the right hand. A timeout called here from Yorkville. A 5-point game with 19.4 seconds left to go.
And how about that? From a quiet first half shooting for Highland Park, they are known for their 3-point shooting, and they just showed us why right there. 2 big shots from Baum and Cantor, able to extend this to a 5-point game with only 20 seconds left.
And with that, we will step away here shortly. You are watching the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic right here on York Sports Network. .5 remain in the fourth quarter. Yorkville trailing 39-44 against Highland Park. A full court press trying to make something happen. Mincer is going to be fouled by Flint. They did have a foul to give. That's Flint's third foul now. Both him, Braden Porter, and Joey Jackson with 3 fouls. And why not add to it? Frankie Pavlik picks up his third foul as well.
And up to the line will be Evan Mincer. Yeah, as well as Cantor is above 80% from the free throw line this tournament. Had 12 attempts and hit 10 of them in game 2.
First one is short. Leaving the door slightly cracked open here for Yorkville. Second one is also no good, a rebound. Yorkville has to push it. Sanders, ball on the ground, able to pick it up to Porter, to the corner, a 3, Jackson! Yes! Joey Jackson with a huge 3-pointer.
What a pass from Porter and what a finish from Jackson to make it a 2-point game with 7 remaining.
You send the guy who's supposed to knock down all the free throws to the line, and Evan Mincer, he uncharacteristically goes 0 for 2 from the line, and you push the pace and knock down a huge 3 to cut it back to within 2. A foul will be needed, and another missed free throw will be needed, but 1 for 2 is a lot more likely than 0 for 2.
Yeah, hope is staring them in the eyes now instead of right outside the door.
And if they are missing one of those 2 free throws, specifically the second one, you can grab the rebound and call a quick timeout if you're Yorkville, as you do have 2 timeouts remaining. 7.1 seconds remain, a 2-point lead for Highland Park, who's trying to inbound the ball. A big 3 seconds ago from Jackson. A foul called on Braden Porter.
Once again, it's Mincer going to the line.
Mincer, who was just at the line, went 0 for 2, leaving the door open, letting Jackson hit a big 3 to cut the lead down to 2. Will now be heading back to the line with a chance to put this game away. He's got to go 2 for 2 here to seal the deal.
And this is where you see big-time players react to obstacles. 0 for 2. Let's see what he can do now.
Knocks down the first of 2. Yorkville is going to need him to miss the second one. And he does. Flint gets the inbound, trying to drive, gets to Jaxis, a 3 from Jaxis. That one won't go, and Highland Park prevails. A 46-42 win for the Highland Park Giants as they get their first win of the Jack Tosh Holiday Classic.
Yeah, just an absolute great second half for us. Zach Bond, probably the story of the game, coming into this game with 3 total points this tournament and just took over, scoring 14 with 4 3-pointers. Just an absolute monster game from him. Cancer obviously giving his fair share of points with a 17. But Jaxtis also with 20 points on the other end. But look forward to an interview with Baum and Cancer after this.
We thank you guys very much. I've been Team Silkaitis, and alongside me has been Ryan Bird. And you've been watching the 51st Annual Jack Tosh Holiday Classic here on York Sports Network.
All right, Zach, coming into this game with only 3 points in the first 2 games, absolutely taking over in that second half. What happened to you? What gave you the edge to take over?
Coach gave me confidence. There was a timeout, and he told me shoot the ball, and that's what I did, and it started falling. So, it was good for my coach and my teammates to trust me.
What were the adjustments that your team made total in this coming out of the second half?
I think just playing as a team. You know, we've struggled to do that this year, but we're starting to come together. And when we come together, we're dangerous. We can beat anybody.
Great game. And Gray, obviously, you've been doing great this tournament with another 17 points. What was working for you in that second half?
I don't know. I think just back cutting, getting my teammates open, you know, trying to get Zach open when he's the hot hand, and then just finding my shot late in the game. I think that was the best we got.
And we saw you go down with that injury earlier. How were you able to come back from that?
You know, just tie my shoes tight and play through the injury. Just play through it.
Yeah, great game for both you guys.
Thank you.
I've been Ryan Bird, and you guys have been watching York Sports Network.